This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, ladies and gentlemen. But for the next 3 days, I'm just not gonna have the chat on in the mornings, and then I'll fucking have the chat on later. Because I can't stand some of you motherfuckers. And I think a lot of you motherfuckers in the chat know who all of these motherfuckers are. Some of you can't help yourselves. Anyway, yeah, I went live on Will's channel this morning. Obviously, because this is the infrastructure. Like I bring this backpack and all this shit so that everyone can use it, you know? And unfortunately, sometimes mistakes happen. I'm sure they won't mind. Anyway, it's Wednesday, November 19th, 1:22 p.m. in Pacific time. Here in Chengdu. This is our last day in Chengdu, by the way. It is actually 5:22, Thursday, 20th of November, 5:22, 23 now, a.m. And this is our last day in Chengdu. And let me tell you, chill ass Chengdu. I absolutely love it. Chengdu is goated. It's amazing. I'm annoyed. What else is new? I'm annoyed with my output. No Instagram posts. I just focus so much on streaming. And I rely too much on the Hasanabi industrial complex. I don't post anything. I don't post anything on my fucking Instagram. I don't post anything on my TikTok. Or I guess my TikTok team is just slow to pull the trigger, which is kind of shitty. But what are you gonna do? But like we've been pumping out so much endless amounts of content, like literally nonstop, every single day, and I feel like I'm not circulating it enough, so I'm frustrated on that front. But overall, this has been an incredible trip, an incredible fucking trip. I love it. Even though I haven't gotten too much sleep. I haven't gotten enough sleep at all, let's be real, but I've been so happy. The only times where I'm not happy is honestly at 5 a.m. when I first start the stream. That's it. That's the only times where I'm not happy. Because I get started on the stream and immediately am inundated with like the biggest micromanagers. Even though I love all of you and I can't do what I'm doing, the obviously like the superficial aspects of my job, which where I get a tremendous amount of admiration from a lot of people, and also the financial aspects of this job. All of you guys who support financially by subscribing to the Piker Broadcasting Service. But outside of that, the no IRO stream, Mr. Piker of Hassan. This is what I mean. I just turned the chat back on and I'm like, dog, I don't know what to say. Is fucking 5:30 in the morning. Why are you worried about posts on IG and TikTok? As you said, you pumped a lot of content through endless streams. Okay. Here, well, let's do a little inside baseball. I am currently trapped in an ecosystem where I'm basically an island. Okay? I have a lot of friends, and it's great. And that island is big. It's very big. It's one of the biggest islands in the streaming world, right? It's one of the top 10 largest islands, but it's an island nonetheless. And the problem is we're partitioned off from the rest of the world. We're partitioned off from the rest of the world because anytime this island travels, like the natives of this island travel to other islands, okay, and to show friendship and collaboration, the enemy islands come in and seize in on the waters and start making it, uninhabitable for all of the other surrounding islands. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in order for this community to just not stay the same fucking size and consistently expand and spread the good gospel of socialism, I have to expand. Right now, I'm not doing enough on that front. Do not quit. You sound like you want to quit. Please, you cannot leave us. What? No, I'm not going to quit. What are you talking about? You need to know something. Like, I'm super stubborn. Echo chamber must be broken. It's not necessarily an echo chamber, but it's just tough. Penny rolls us on. Yeah. Speaking of not tough, though, God, I'm going to be honest. Dude, China has been incredible. Okay? China has been fucking incredible. I think you guys have obviously been enjoying it. The amount of content is incredible. It's vast. It's basically around like 17 hours a day pretty much. There are only a couple hours of the day where I'm not in front of the camera. What is this? Have you considered republishing the Little Red Book? You can purchase it anywhere. It's not like a secret. Quotations from the chairman Mao Zedong is readily available all around. Is it not? I don't think it's like a hard to cop thing. You can read it online at Marxist.org. It was so incredibly relaxing in this political climate to see you goofing around, joyfully visiting China. I hope to visit this year too. Yeah. Yes, you need more TikTok editors. 5 TikToks in 11 days is not good enough. Yeah, we should have been putting out 30 TikToks a day. I'm going to tell Austinox to hire one of these like clip farms. We should have been putting out 30 TikToks a day. We would have had at least like 10 of those 30 go super fucking omega viral. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It don't matter. Quality over quantity, bro. I get you. No. On TikTok, it's not quality over quantity. On TikTok, it's about speed. And it's about pumping it. It's about flooding the base. Flooding the zone. Anyway, this is fucking boring social media talk. It's not relevant. But how would you compare this trip to Japan so far? Obviously, I love Japan because of the element of familiarity that I have from all of its cultural exports. And of course, I'm talking about anime and movies and all that stuff, right? But in terms of like comparisons to China, I really, really love China. China is the fucking future. China is living in 2050. Okay. It's not. It's incredible. It's incredible. I think right now, as an unwashed Westerner, I would say that the number one, the number one thing that China has to lock down is basically tapping into like 5,000 years of culture and history it has, modernizing it, and flooding the zone with content. If they had a robust entertainment industry, which they do, but their entertainment industry is very China focused. If they had like similar ambitions of if they had similar ambitions of making, like, Dragon Ball Z is a great example of this, okay? Dragon Ball Z is one of the most internationally relevant pieces of Japanese art, okay? You might laugh at that, but it's like not even a joke. It's just straight up internationally recognized. Turkish soap operas play a similar role as well. They're not exactly very relevant in America, but like globally, they're very relevant. The problem is nobody knows that that is quite literally Journey to the West. that has a shit ton of elements from Chinese mythology, right? Akira Toriyama said as much. And I think if there were more Chinese works that took on that method of like exporting Chinese culture, Chinese mythology, Chinese history to the rest of the world in a Western facing fashion, it would be a complete dominance for the next 100 years. It would be a century of Chinese dominance. And I think they're already doing that because there is a ginormous, it's like, it's when you land here, it's like too much would be lost in translation. I don't think so. Have you, in terms of global cultural hegemony, there's so much to tap into in terms of Chinese culture. Like the reason why I'm saying this is because we went to the face changing opera thing last night. It was on Caroline's stream. And I don't know if you guys watched, but like after I ended my broadcast, I continued on the BDBD broadcast, and we were dual streaming. And Will and I were running around, and we went to the industrial part of town, formerly the town of industry, where like a lot of these factories were. And they took those factories and basically turned them into storefronts, right? And it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. It was a really cool area. Can you please pick up the panda, says Valkyrie. God damn it. Oh, fuck. My back hurts from playing a little bit of basketball. You're welcome. Senior citizen stuff. Yeah. No, I'm a senior citizen for sure. Sore back from carrying all those bricks. It's a small thing, but Chinese mangas are growing in the West. It's still not as big as Japanese ones. It was growing for years, practically on loan 10 years ago. Yeah. Bro, the dude you were guarding last night was stacked. I wish you would have asked him his bench. I was the strongest motherfucker on the courts. Okay, let's just hold on. Listen, you want me to talk about basketball? I can talk about basketball. That was my favorite thing I've done in China. Straight up. Okay, my favorite thing I've done in China was basketball. We went to the industrial part of town. We were looking for like clothes. We were looking for like basketball gear so we could go play basketball with the locals. And it was so far my straight up favorite fucking thing. Wow, NBA level performance. They will call him the Great Wall Hassan. The live chat was filled with arguments during the segment, with some insisting the tour guide kept telling the person to making the arrangements how many rounds they had to wait. The person making the arrangements simply said to come and play and had no way of knowing how many rounds were left. And since everyone had a right to play on the amateur court, unfortunately Hassan, when it first arrived, wasn't warmed up yet, played the game and lost, then waited a long time. But thankfully, final ending, very nice. Isn't that how it is in pickup games? They just add another team. And then another. And when Hassan and his group arrived, no, there were a couple different groups that cut us. Okay, there were a couple different groups that cut us. But it's fine. It's all good. Will getting killed on the court. I know. I'm going to talk about that. But anyway, look. Yesterday's streams were so good. We had the panda streams, which was amazing. We got to see the pandas. We got to see the red pandas, which was awesome. We got to see the panda pandas, which was also awesome. Will got crossed up. That was not so awesome, but I mean, he's probably going to go fucking, also you were being racist yesterday. What do you mean? Anti-white racism? No, it wasn't. It wasn't like that. It had nothing to do with us. I'm not even going to get into it. It's fine. But, the reason why it was my favorite streams overall, from the pandas all the way to the basketball, is because, and especially the basketball, any Mexicans in China? Seriously? No, it's my favorite thing to ask. Are you kidding me? Also, I love Penny. Penny is so funny. We love Penny. She's has been a phenomenal tour guide. Very funny. Unintentionally.
No, but like,
you know what, Haas, you should
what if
try
I wore
the
other regular panda hat, and then I walk up to a panda and I'm like, hey, hi, and then the panda,
He's always held a belief that his spirit is akin with a bear's, and he could make peace with one in the wild.
Yeah.
He says this all
if I saw one in the wild, I think like we would dab it up like this, like high five, like that. No, you don't think so?
He has 6 fingers, you have 5 fingers.
I wish she wanted to be on camera. Can you tell us the reason she didn't want to be on? She's shy, brother. What are you talking about? That's it. It's because she's shy. But I have too much content brain. Okay? I have too much content brain. I'm telling you right now, she was phenomenal content. Like, the brief moments where you can see me trying to interact with her, you can tell. She's so funny. Can you let her know she's iconic? Yeah. She named herself off of Big Bang Theory. I don't know if you guys caught that. She was talking about it.
You don't think so?
He has 6 fingers, you have 5 fingers.
I could just do one of these. Like, I'll be like, hey. Hey, hello.
He's wrong.
It's okay.
So do pandas punch often?
You guys is nothing, right? It's just a joke, right?
No, I mean, I'm being sincere. I'm being serious. I think I could.
We don't agree with what you said.
Can you pull your
Yeah, I
arm up a
agree
little
with
bit
you.
more?
It's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Pull your arm up a little bit more. Oh, sorry. Thank you. So I can my lower back.
Also, Penny was saying that in
Like, look at this.
Yeah, it's like that. But if you face a panda in the forest, of course you cannot. If they punched you, it's equal to 115 kilograms.
But he wouldn't punch me, is what I'm saying.
Why?
Because I'm chill. Like cool.
But it's a wild animal.
I have like a very Chengdu attitude, just like the panda.
But the wild panda is not in Chengdu. It's in crucial. The captive panda.
She's just trying to fucking sincerely explain to me why this is not a good idea.
What kind of sound do they make?
I don't.
Penny. What kind of sound does the red pandas make?
There you go.
no, that's not working. No.
They're getting further away.
The locals think you're constipated.
Wait, it just looked over. It just looked over.
No, I'm not trying to make the keeper's voice. I'm trying to talk like a panda.
You started a diabolical troll on Austin.
Oh, I am 100% healed.
I told you. It's the secret to everything. You know how many things can be cured with just a little glass of water?
Just a little glass.
Read chat, please.
Just a little glass.
Why? Water is BS. Okay. Come on.
Come on.
So,
Penny, would you say that the baby pandas are driving more traffic to the exhibit and maybe causing pandemonium?
what is
Pandemonium means madness, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, oh, it's chaos, but in a good way. Like, everyone is excited.
Yeah. You mean people see the panda?
No. Pandemonium is an English word that means like exciting, like excitement.
Oh, okay.
But it also it sounds like he's saying panda. It was a pun. He was doing a pun. It's just a. Let's move on. So go on with the pandas.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just.
No, it's my.
No. You're great.
No, that's my Penny. That's my fault.
You're great. It's just
That's my fault.
The Hassan Pike delegation has cut ties with Will Neff once again.
Oh, yeah. What is this?
They're being idiots. They're dumb.
No,
They're dumb idiots. What?
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
the good old trusty potato corner.
No, they're dumb moron, idiot, head moron.
Tell Austin there's a new modified Xbox controller that has thrust flaps, spoiler levels, along with landing gear, lever, and yoke. Pandemonium is not good, by the way. I told my Nepali students about your stream and the origin of Panda today. Lamau, they loved it and wanted to see a clip. Hell yeah.
What is happening out here?
Oh, nothing. My shirt got caught on something.
His shirt got
There's some
his shirt got
sauce.
caught. Yeah,
There's
his
some sauce that got
a tree branch ripped his shirt.
The humor lost in translation is so endearing. Yo, these clips are amazing. Yes, this is what you guys are missing out on if you don't watch the IRL streams. BDBD netizens adapting Lemon Bro Hank Pecker talking points.
Breaking news from the United States of Israel. Donald Trump forced a Coca-Cola company to use real sugar in Coca-Cola. Meanwhile, China built another 7,000 new bridges. I heard it from Hasanabi. He's traveling in China right now. But I mean, who cares about the fucking bridges? It's so boring. The great people in the United States of Israel, after they paying a lot of tax, when they're hungry, they can just drink a bottle of Coca-Cola and watch Netflix.
Are you fucking kidding me? No, that's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. He's right. He's fucking right, dude. Who cares about infrastructure? Who cares about improving people's lives? I'm going to tell you another fucking devastating thing. Okay? I have been asking Chinese people around my age this one question, and I think if you guys ever end up traveling to China, or if you ever end up, talking to someone who is from China sincerely about this, it will break your brain. Finish the clip. Hold on. I will. Okay.
That is democracy. That's how fancy it is. That's capitalism. When you compare to capitalism, compare to democracy, China just look like an old nerd. Oh my God, so boring, bridges. I hate China.
Jesus Christ. I've seen this dude's videos before. He's very funny. But he's right. He's right. He's cooking. Okay, so one thing, if you ever have the opportunity, there's hella Chinese people studying abroad. So you can just ask them this question. If you are, if you ever interested in depressing yourself, no, not the Kissinger thing. No, ask them if they have any issues with affordability. Every single Chinese person around my age and younger that I have asked this question has looked at me like, what do you mean? It's an entirely separate planet. Okay? No, I'm serious. Ask anyone who's under the age of 35 in the Western world, hey, do you have issues with affordability? They go, of course. What do you mean? Everything is so fucking expensive. Like rent is so expensive. Regular goods are so expensive. Ask any Chinese person under the age of 35, if you ever have the opportunity to visit China, or if you ever have the opportunity because you know some people from your school or something, okay? Ask them if they have issues with affordability. They look at you like you got 3 noses and 8 eyeballs. They're like, what? What do you mean? That was the most black pilling moment for me. Okay? That was the most black pilling moment for your boy. For me, when I realized that this is not even remotely a part of their day-to-day existence. That's when I was like, no, I get it. This isn't to say that there aren't issues. Of course there are. Number one, China propagandas. No, if you consider this to be propaganda, then, it's copium. Remember the video that we watched? Remember the video that we watched about China's major problem, which is that their goods are too affordable? You've been to tier 1 cities after a housing crash amid deflation. Technically, Chongqing and Chengdu are not real tier 1 cities, by the way. I think I liked it more for that reason, for the record. Name one problem then, respectfully. I have. It's just there are many repressive aspects. It's not like a Western country at all in terms of the social libertarianism that we have in the West. And I think a lot of people who have grown up in that world will not be able to comprehend it. and will actually get annoyed by it. 100%. There are tier 1 cities, but China has 4 S tier cities: Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. Sorry, what is meant by a tier 1 city? China has like a tier system. China has a tier system for their cities. And because everything is performance based, whether it be local governance or even like the way that they fucking rank their cities. It's really funny. They tier list everything. And their cities also have a tier list. And the thing is, like, technically there's only 4 tier 1 cities, but Chongqing and even Chengdu are like not officially recognized as tier 1 cities, but they are tier 1 cities, if that makes sense. Like they've developed quite a bit. There's a bunch of other cities. There's a bunch of other cities as well, but I think it goes from like 1 to 4, right? I think the other part of the youth issues is it's not around affordability necessarily, but it's around like job opportunities, from what I understand. Like there is definitely that. Tier 1, new tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. What would you consider S tier cities in the States? New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago. Tier cities aren't official. It's done by economic publications, but it got popularized by private observers. I think there's only one system of ranking that is technically official, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's like the New York would be a tier 2 city at best. No. New York City is still one of the greatest cities on the planet. Come on. Let's be real. LA has a lot of issues, but you can't say that about fucking New York. Come on, dude. New York City is one of the greatest cities on the planet. You're ridiculous if you don't recognize that. It's not just about, like, I mean, there's a shit ton of issues, but, aside from like the infrastructure problems and whatnot, New York City is still one of the greatest cities on the planet for its cultural output, for its relevance, Boston always left out. Philadelphia left out. Boston left out. I know. Seattle left out. Voice crack. Have you ever heard of Tel Aviv? Yuck. Hong Kong is a lot more capitalistic than the rest of the country. Lots of our programs lag behind. Pollution, EV, landlords control, social help, landlords social affordability is almost talked about every day on TVB, local news channel. Yeah, I've heard. I was also shocked to find out that I think for Chinese nationals from the mainland, they still need a passport. I thought Hong Kong was like integrated. I thought Hong Kong was integrated, but it's still considered like foreign travel, which is pretty wild. Yeah. It's still a separate entity. See, that's more New York coded than like Shanghai is. Yeah, no, Hong Kong is I mean, it was under like a lendership agreement to the UK. So it's developed and designed as like a Western country, or it looks like it's very, very Western. Yeah. Like, we in America, as American citizens, we have visa-free travel to Hong Kong. This argument is insane to me because Europeans also need a passport. I thought literally every country needed one. No. Hong Kong, if you recall, Hong Kong was on an extended lendership agreement that is slated to end in like a couple decades. Hong Kong's in a 50-year transition period after the original lease agreement ended in 1995. Yeah. Hong Kong is supposed to be fully integrated by 2047, and the Chinese government made an effort to accelerate that process, like to accelerate the integration process. That's why there were a lot of protests, if you recall. But I thought that, wrong, EU, you don't need a passport. You can travel with your national ID card as well. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to be going there. You were going to explain why basketball was their number one activity. Sad they lost their democracy. I'm not going to say anything. But in cities, for city-born people, affordability is much better than the West. But for large migrant worker population, those who live outside the major cities, it can also be quite expensive. You are right, though, because of no inflation. China's being main issue is unemployment rather than the cost of living, which is comparatively better than the West, which isn't doing much better on unemployment as well. Yeah. Also in the West, we have a way to shelter our numbers in a way that actually makes it seem legit, even though it's actually somewhat illegitimate. It's called underemployment. That is a huge problem in the West. We look at the unemployment numbers in the United States of America, yet we never consider the underemployment numbers, even though underemployment paired up with massive inflation is a ginormous issue. It's a ginormous fucking problem. What is this panda joke? Oh,
Panda say,
you got to listen to this. This is where Penny cooked.
"Oh, you want me to pay for the money?" The waiter say, "Yeah, go pay for the bill." The panda say, "Oh, you want me to pay for the money?" The waiter say, "Yes, Mr. Panda." So the panda take out a gun, shoot waiter. Shoot waiter. Yeah, shoot. Okay, shoot waiter.
Oh, he's an American panda.
Not American. Maybe an American panda. Okay. So everybody's scared, right? So the manager take a risk, catch the panda again. You didn't pay for the money, right? And you shoot my waiter. Why? So the panda say, "Dear manager, finish your job, and when you go back your home, find a dictionary, check the meaning of the panda in the dictionary." So he finish your job and he back to home and he found a dictionary. Say, "Panda is the animal eat bamboo shoots and leaves."
Penny, Penny, yeah, we love you, Penny.
She's the goat. She's the goat. I mean, who can do it like that? Is that a BYD? No. The cars that we've been driving around in was actually literally given to us by the company, and I brought it up already. It's called Zeekr. I still don't know exactly how to say it. Zeekr or something. But yeah, it's called Zeekr. Zeekr. I heard Calvin won't be joining you guys in Hong Kong, so we're gonna miss him. Yeah, they didn't, because we added Hong Kong. We added Hong Kong instead of Shenzhen, even though we will be going to Shenzhen. And they don't have the Calvin and Ito are not going to be joining us. On that leg of the trip for the next 3 days. Doug DeMuro needs to go to the China. No, we don't own the fucking cars, man. It's visa related. That's when I found out that that is when I, like I said, found out that if you're in mainland China, you still need additional clearances to travel to Hong Kong. Like, it's not like going to another city. Like, it's not like going from Beijing to Shanghai. It's crazy how fast the trip ended. I know. Wait, so did you guys fly into Hong Kong and not get a visa for China? What are you talking about? It has nothing to do with us. We're, as Americans, we don't even need a visa to go to Hong Kong. We needed a visa to go to China, okay, like mainland China. We don't need a visa to fucking go to Hong Kong. Hong Kong travel as an American or a Westerner is incredibly easy. How far is Chengdu from Hong Kong? It's like a 3-hour flight. Are you planning an annual trip to China from now on? Yes, 100%. No, girl. I just meant, did you need a visa for your China trip? I heard you can avoid by going through Hong Kong. I don't think that's the case. I think you absolutely need to get a visa for going to China. That sounds insane. Maybe that's the case. You really look like LeBron with that jumper. Okay, I'm annoyed. I didn't get to talk about basketball and why I like it. The reason why the basketball was my favorite part of what we've done so far, well, is because, one, I was starving for some kind of physical activity. All we've done in terms of physicality has just been walking around, right? So doing something like that was awesome. But the other reason why it was my favorite activity is because that was the closest I felt to the locals. Okay? That was the closest I felt to the locals. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's a universal experience and it's person-to-person contact. There's cooperation. There's competition. It is the most, cutting out the middleman, direct fucking interaction you can have with regular ass Chinese people. It is a universal language. And obviously, it's a universal language that I at least know how to speak because it's basketball. But remember, there are many other universal languages out there. There are many other universal languages that could be in your realm of interest, like whether it's music, whether it's the arts, whatever, right? But that's what it is. That's the reason why I loved it. You can speak basketball as well as I can speak Turkish. Some of these Chinese dudes were brawling as fuck. Yeah, this guy was pretty strong. Okay, and I also need to explain something to you guys. Okay, first of all, they were hacking. They were hacking like a motherfucker. Number two, I came in hot, cold as a motherfucker. I hadn't shot a basketball in weeks. What do you want me to do? Weightlifting is super popular in China, which is why they dominate the Olympics. No, I know weightlifting is super popular in China because there were motherfuckers that were yacked out of their goddamn minds. Yes. Billy chatters say, we will use all the bricks that Hassan gave us to build a new Great Wall. I'm getting cooked international style up in this bitch. You made 60% of your shots. Chad is just lying at this point. The locals can't even hit threes, all layups. No, some of the locals were wet, dude. They were hitting them threes. But they were, I mean, I knew they were going to be good, for the record. I knew that they were going to be good. You made America look bad. Therefore, you made LeBron look bad. The first game I played was bad. I took a couple shots. I bricked them pretty bad.
Come on, Haas! Give me one more game.
But I hate that I like that they literally only showed the shots I fucking didn't make. That's it. In my second game shot performance was I got fouled. I got fouled here. The first one was clean. Second one was a foul. And I carried a little bit. Chatter shitting on you, didn't even watch. I know. Clipped out of context is universal. No, my second game, I missed two. I missed one shot here. The other shot I got fouled. Here, this one I got fouled. Like he pushed me with his arm, this one. And then I made two. They are balling in pants? Yeah. Did Will make the news about how cooked he got? You can't see from any of the angles that we were shooting on. So we'll see if if the Doyen angle looks crazy. Where was the court in Chengdu? I went to Sichuan University for a semester, and every night you had people play until like 2 a.m. Is Will still with us after the international debacle? Yes. But like I said, I loved it because you played really good on defense. They were definitely trying to test you and see if they could score on a big guy. No, I know. You can't see from the Austin angle what happened to Will, but it was bad.
Yeah. What how do you say? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They said penalty.
That's what I'm saying. Big, got her back door. Here we go. Come on, Will.
Thank God he missed. Oh, someone posted it on Douyin? Bro got so excited that he just like whiffed it. Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. That's so much worse. Yeah, you have no idea how bad it. I mean, I saw it right then and there. Yeah, he got his shit swiped. Man, I love basketball diplomacy. Yeah, we saw panda diplomacy. We saw basketball diplomacy. Now listen. In fairness, Will is wearing CrossFit shoes. And also, that was a slippery ass court. Okay? Did anybody link this yet? What about some UN diplomacy once in a while? What's up with that? We're done with that. Now the court was slippery, Lamau. No, it was. I thought the court was slippery as hell. I thought he fucking slipped. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Wait, that was a private moment. Well, how did you? What?
Oh my God.
That's
you guys
weird.
Are getting,
that
like,
you.
So. I don't know.
That's weird that
Watching
you.
the pandas roll around. And
Why were you? That's weird that you filmed that private moment.
It was cute. It was cute.
Not
You
supposed to
were,
be on
like,
camera.
up
That
into
was
the
just for
shit.
us to enjoy and appreciate.
That's what they show the pandas so that they can.
You had a really nice jumper fadeaway. Is there a clip? I had 3 nice jumper fadeaways, but of course there's no clip of them because my fan base fucking despises me. Okay? Do you want to know why there's no clip of that? Because there's only clips of me missing. There's no clip of me cooking dudes. I had 2 points off me the entire 2 games. I played crazy defense. I locked down their big men both times. But of course there's no clip of my fucking successful shots or blocks or good defensive posture. It was 2 to 3 a.m., fool. No, of course not. This is the most you'll get. The most you're going to get is me bricking. Okay? The most you're going to get is me bricking. Because, and this is why I always say, why have haters when you can get fucking fans to do the work of the haters every damn time, okay? Every damn time. B-Ball Chatter said you did good, D, I believe. Listen, bro, you're lucky any of us even watch the basketball. This is a nerd zone. Here's your full second game, only 10 minutes. Oh, they uploaded this already. Hassan and Will got cooked.
The Hassan Pike delegation. Oh, sorry. With the MVP.
My first, it was also Will stream. Yeah, it was Will stream. Lemon Bro being sour. Everyone loves a defensive posture clip. I mean, we didn't get to play enough, unfortunately. We know how good you can play. This wasn't your day, bro. I know. I wish it was fun. It was good. It was fun. We do not care about basketball, Unc. When you first walked in the court, the entire place turned around. Your stature convinced them the whole place was about to get cooked. Yeah, except I was cold as shit. You know? Remember, at that point, I was on like hour 10 Wake up at 4 a.m. Do fucking 8 hours of streaming. Haven't touched a basketball in almost a month. Go into this fucking Chinese court cold. Yeah, of course I whiffed it. That's why I'm sad. I mean, I'm not sad. I had a fucking great time. Who gives a shit that I sucked? It was more about the experience itself. And we did actually get to connect with the locals in a very meaningful way. LA coward, you warmed up? What do you mean? I didn't get to fucking warm up at all. You had 9K viewers on BDBD during the game? Damn. You said 2 weeks ago, now it's a month? No, I mean, I haven't said anything. I haven't done any physical activity in 2 weeks. Doing flight reacts, b-ball replays is really funny. Yeah. I like how you gave your shoes to the guy. Yeah, I wasn't bringing them. I wasn't bringing those shoes back. I don't have enough space. Oh, also, I went and got a Chinese luggage. This is the other thing I was going to say about Chinese commerce in general. I talked about this already, but I usually don't know if I'm like doing this commentary on other people's streams or mine. Because on mine... on my stream, ChatGPT, why is this on stop Gaza coverage? Is it temporary while in China? 25 people just died in airstrikes, yet we're going to talk about the Saudi meeting. ChatGPT, okay, take a day off. Stupid. Playing ball should warm you up. Bro, you got unked out jets. They rusted and barely work. Okay, I was talking about Chinese commerce, right? One thing I've found out is that in China, I think the reason why people care about foreign brands is the same reason why like everybody else around the world cares about foreign brands. Obviously, it's like a class signifier, right? A status signifier, but they don't really care about Chinese brands, is because they make everything in China. So the same type of fabric, the same type of patterns is not brand specific at all. People don't purchase clothes through brick and mortar retail at all. They don't even purchase clothes through e-commerce from the website specifically. They just buy whatever they like on apps. They use TikTok as an e-commerce platform, basically. They use TikTok as an e-commerce platform. So like, there's no, at that point, they don't give a shit about the brand at all. They just care about how it looks, right? Yeah, Taobao. They just browse through and they see something that they like and they buy it. And it's insanely cheap. I was talking to Irene and she's like, I can't remember the last time I purchased something in person. She's like, I don't. Like they don't buy shit usually in brick and mortar retail. Brick and mortar retail, she said, was like more for the experience. Is the quality similar to US clothing pre-Shein? Dude, the quality, I can't speak for like Taobao or whatever you purchase there. But the quality of the stuff that I have on, the stuff that I've gotten is insane. It is insanely, like, it doesn't make any sense, especially at the price points that you can get it at. It does not make any sense. You could just go to China and exclusively purchase Chinese brands and redo your entire fucking closet with Chinese brands for like $2,000. I have to obviously purchase shit in person as opposed to online because I can't. Why'd you say stop? No, I'm serious. And the sizes are obviously not super small. I'm wearing fucking Chinese brands. When are you getting that suit? In Shenzhen tomorrow. Bro, $2,000 is 14K RMB. I said, oh, just 2K. Guys, I said your entire, like every single article of clothing you currently own. Some of you motherfuckers act as though over the course of your lives, 20 years, 30 years, you've collected and accumulated an entire closet full of clothing that amounts to like 2 t-shirts and 1 underwear. Like, what do you mean? I'm talking like every single article of clothing you could literally replace. Rich people shit Lamau. Oh my fucking God. I hate having this conversation. I fucking hate having this conversation because one, Americans are incapable of doing math, as we have found out time and time again. So like they don't understand. And two, every single person in this community loves LARPing. Anytime money comes up, motherfuckers literally have no capacity to understand what I'm saying, and they think I'm being an out of touch rich guy. I am saying from underwear to socks to every single shoe that you own to every single fucking article of clothing you own, from suits, shirts, t-shirts, pants, you could replace for $2,000 total dollars. Okay? And everybody goes, excuse me, sir. I actually have all of my clothing is actually purchased from the trash can. I go and sift through trash. I own 2 pairs of underwear and 3 socks. My underwear has holes, buddy. Dog, my underwear has holes in them too, okay? You are not special on that front. Those same chatters probably have like $400 in Hasanabi merch alone. Yeah, most likely. So, yeah, as someone who's poor, I love clothes, and my wardrobe was probably like 5K total, but accumulated over like 20 years. Exactly, that was my point. To be fair, you could do that at the Goodwill for less than $2,000. Yeah, but we're talking about like new shit and high quality. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that it's weird. Like I think like the Chinese netizens in general, if they're purchasing Chinese shit. Like if they're purchasing Chinese brands, they don't give a fuck about brands at all. There's no need for like brand recognition because every brand basically can produce the exact same stuff, right? And it's been genuinely shocking to see how high quality it's been. Like no disrespect, I wasn't expecting like Shein quality at all, but I did not realize you would get like luxury good level quality. With like cool textures, cool textile, like, you know, very. I didn't think it was gonna be like Shein, or Temu quality or anything like that, but I didn't realize that it was going to be so high quality. Like here, I'll give you an example. So we had to go and get another. Will and I needed a second bag. You need to blast off on Twitter here. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Actually, I forgot. It's been an hour and 20 minutes because I've been yapping. I'll blast off right now. But Luxury does not equal high quality. To be fair, Miu Miu is trash and falls apart. Luxury, yeah, it depends. It depends on the brand. But you're right. You're actually right. A popular Chinese luggage with many different locations? Yeah. China Day 11, Epstein files released. Saudi Arabia meeting Newsday. Traveling to Hong Kong later. 3 days remaining. Do we have a blast off meme, chatters? Do we have a blast off meme? Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful artwork. Chatter, thank you. Okay, boom. What is happening in the world? Here, I'm going to get to it. Hold on. Can a white boy... Can't a white boy explain his personal experiences during his travel? Are the clothes all 100% cotton? I don't know. I mean, some of them are. Some of them are not. Here we go. Let's blast off real quick. But yeah, I was gonna show you the fucking luggage. So there's this brand called like Level 8. Irene thought it was an American brand. I was like, nah, I think this is a Chinese brand. It just has an American name. We get this. I think it's like 30 kilogram luggage. Hold on, look at it. This was like fucking $200. And remember, we bought it in, I mean, it's a trunk. It's the largest trunk that they have, 30 liters, sorry, not 30 kilograms. It's a trunk. It's sturdy as fuck. And it was like 200 fucking bucks. Luggage is obviously very expensive. No, 200 USD, 200 USD. And and this is still expensive because if you were to purchase this on an e-commerce platform, it would even be cheaper than that. We purchased it in a brick and mortar retail, so it's still more expensive. But it's like it's you know, it's high quality. Like it just it's pretty. Is that how you make marshmallow? Yeah, I put them in here. The website says $369.99. Yeah, it's probably more expensive if you go to the website. But in China, if you were to probably purchase on the website, it's like cheaper for Chinese people. But in any case, lots of fun was had. We're going to get started on the news. 30 luggage, not 30 liters. I don't know. I don't know what it... But we're going to start off with the Epstein stuff. And then we'll talk about the golden arches and the golden age. Olivia Reingold is back at it with no shame. All this good stuff. And no, my mouse suit hasn't arrived yet.